Officials from the Canadian Commercial Corporation, also known as CCC, were on island again to participate in a brief signing ceremony for the onlooking media. In addressing the island's news media following the signing, Acting Premier and Finance Minister E.T. Bob Richards went to great lengths to stress the latest signing of documents between both sides only represented another step in the long process for the island to have a brand new airport. Phase 1 of the contract development process consisted of exploration, scooping, and data collection. Phase 2, which is now underway, will complete what government describes as negotiation of definitive detailed terms of the contract to oversee the project's implementation and move it to a final close.
This will include the framework definition, design and detail costing, finance and detailed finalization of contracts.
Meanwhile, Tourism and Transport Minister Sean Crockwell also on hand, stating that he saw the latest step in the airport redevelopment as exciting times and another step to make Bermuda more attractive to visitors.
But until we replace our aging air terminal, they will all be faced with a first and last impression of Bermuda that is just not up to the first-class standards that Bermudians themselves demand.
The opposition Progressive Labour Party releasing a statement over the weekend calling the entire airport proposal dubious and slamming the government for allegedly steaming ahead without addressing key concerns over the project identified by an independent auditor. The PLP also accusing the government of privatizing the airport and giving away $2 billion in revenue and $620 million in profit over 30 years, at a time when the island desperately needs all the revenue it can get, a point hammered home by columnist Larry Burchell on Friday, who called the arrangement ludicrous. Asked by ZBM News to speak to the claims his government was giving away much-needed revenue and profit, Mr. Richards responding this way.
The question is based on a false premise, which is that the airport is being privatized. It is not. Insofar as the numbers that are thrown around, these are numbers people I call number bombers. They can speculate. The people who know these numbers are the people in this room. That the Bermudian people have to ask themselves, do the people in this room, ACON, CCC, and the Ministry of Finance know more about this than people who have never built anything? I mean, ACON has built the CN Tower and the new terminal at the Toronto airport.
If the $620 million profit figure is not accurate, can you...
I've already answered that to Roy.
Since we did not get a chance to ask our question to the acting premier, that is, if the claim government is giving away $620 million in profit is incorrect, what is the true figure? We decided to ask again.
I'm not addressing those numbers here. I just know that the people who throw those numbers out don't have any basis for telling what the numbers are on this project.
But asked by another member of the press why he refused to discuss the actual figure, the minister hitting back,
because, as I will just repeat, this is a process whereby we are going to do a deep dive into finding out exactly what the figures are. Now, if I have the chairman of ACON here and he doesn't know what the figures are, and I'll just tell you what he's built. If he doesn't know what the figures are, how are the number bombers going to know what the figures are?
Tari Trott reporting for ZBM News 9.